Harnessing the Power of When, your guide to relative adverbs. Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today, we are diving deep into the exciting world of relative adverbs. Specifically, we're going to discuss the relative adverb, when, and how it's used in English grammar. As you progress in English, understanding how to use when as a relative adverb will not only help to improve your fluency but also your understanding of complex sentences. So, let's get started. Before we discuss when as a relative adverb, it's important to understand what a relative adverb is. Relative adverbs are words that introduce relative clauses. They provide necessary information about the nouns they modify, allowing us to link different ideas together in a smooth, coherent manner. There are three main relative adverbs in English: where, when, and why. Today's star of the show is when. Now, let's talk about when. As a relative adverb, when is used to introduce a relative clause that refers to a time. It adds information to a sentence by telling us about the time an action occurred. This action can be in the past, present, or future. Let's look at an example. I remember the day when we first met. In this sentence, when introduces a relative clause, when we first met, that gives more information about the day. The main function of when as a relative adverb is to connect two ideas into a single sentence, making the overall message more complex and detailed. By using when, you can provide information about the timing of an event without having to start a new sentence. Here's another example to illustrate this. I love the fall season, which is when the leaves change color. Here, the use of when allows us to smoothly incorporate the reason why we love the fall season into the same sentence. The best way to learn is by doing, so let's practice together. Try to make a sentence using when as a relative adverb. Remember, you're describing the time when something happened. For example, do you remember the time when we saw that amazing fireworks display? That wraps up our discussion about the relative adverb, when. By now, you should have a solid understanding of what when is and how to use it in your sentences. Remember, practice makes perfect, so don't hesitate to use when in your daily English conversations. Thank you so much for joining us today. As always, keep practicing, and you'll see your English skills soar. We'll see you in the next video.